Can your boss fire you if you do not get a COVID shot? And can a landlord evict you if you're traveling to treat COVID patients?
More answers to your COVID-related questions in tonight's Help Me Howard with Patrick Fraser.
Samantha and Devin are nurses treating COVID patients. It's been tough.
And it hurts me because these patients are scared and I'm worried for them. It's such a stressful job for everybody all around.
Devin and Samantha are also engaged in planning their future, which includes saving to buy a house. So they hit the road and became travel nurses.
If you are a staff nurse, you basically get paid anywhere from half to a fourth of the amount of a travel nurse, and you get paid to do the same exact job.
Right now they're in North Carolina, but their headache is coming from South Florida after their landlord found out they were working out of town.
And she says that, oh, you didn't tell me, and I'm the landlord, so that constitutes grounds for me to terminate your lease. You have 10 days to get out.
They were surprised since their lease doesn't expire for a year. They always pay their rent on time, and Devin's parents stop by to check on the rental every couple of days.
We have, aquatic babies there. We have fish. They're feeding them every time they're there. They're turning on the lights, making sure the AC is on.
Didn't matter, the landlord said.
I don't want my home vacant, and so I'm going to terminate the lease.
Which made no sense to Devin and Samantha.
So it just seems preposterous to me that, she would try to do this to us.
I feel like this is bullying.
Samantha calls it bullying. Howard, do you call it legal to evict traveling nurses because they're out of town and their rental is empty for a few weeks?
No, you cannot evict someone with a lease simply because they travel. Whether it's nurses traveling to work or someone going on a lot of vacations, if they pay the rent, it's their apartment to use or not to use.
Devin and Samantha can pay the rent. Some people who've lost their jobs because of COVID cannot pay the rent. Are they facing eviction?
Possibly, Patrick, but if you fill out the federal form, you can halt the eviction until June 30th. And remember, counties are getting a lot of federal money to help people pay rent and avoid eviction, so contact the county. The links for all of that are at WSVN.com under this Help Me Howard story.
On to the vaccine. Can your boss require you to get the COVID shot?
Yes, and if you don't get it, they can fire you. The only exception, if you have a disability or a sincerely held religious belief.
A school in Miami is threatening to fire staff if they get a COVID shot. Can they do that?
No, I do not believe they can fire you because federal law requires employers to provide a safe work environment. And the CDC requires vaccinations in order for it to be a safe environment.
The legislature and the governor have said businesses cannot require customers to prove they have been vaccinated to come into the store or a sporting event. Howard, can the government tell a business what to do?
I don't think they can, but I cannot say that definitely because there has never been a case on something like the COVID vaccine, so there is no law on it yet.
Devin and Samantha will have a place to come home to since their landlord cannot evict them. Come home hopefully to less stress than COVID has brought.
It's a lot to manage sometimes when you're taking care of like 6 patients and anything can go wrong at any moment, but when patients get better, it's always a great day.
The medical staffs who cared for patients and got America through COVID will be remembered as amazing heroes. Bless them all.
Now, if you have a problem and need some help, get in touch with us. We are always here for you.
With this Help Me Howard guy, I'm the other Help Me Howard guy, 7 News.